When we were planning, we talked about how assessment was one of the things that would be a really good thing for this group to talk about. And then we said, there's a lot of different new formative assessment tools out there. Wouldn't it be nice to sort of open you up to some new ones? And as we were talking about who we could voluntold, as Ron says, to be able to do this, we realized that the steering committee for the 21 Things for iPads, we have one of our things being assessment. We said, well, the four guys could volunteer. And so we said, sure. And then as we were doing it, we came up with a list. This is linked here of a comparison of all of these different tools. And there's probably even more. But we wanted to give you a nice sort of comparison that you could look at and see what was up. So then our task was decide if we wanted to highlight some, what would be our goals to show you some. And one of our goals was to introduce you to some new things that maybe are not on the forefront. So things like Socrative, or Socrative, however you like to say it, even though that's really a popular one, we said, a lot of people already know that one. So what we did is we sort of said there's three big categories that we wanted to cover. One is we want to cover things that are like response systems. So we're going to go over one that's called Go Soapbox. And the way it's going to work is you're going to get with a group of about 6 to 7 other people, groups no bigger than 8, and you're going to go from room to room every 12 minutes, so it works about 15 minutes. You're going to go to 4 different rooms and see Greg, Brad, Anthony, or me. I'll be in this room. And in one room, you'll get to learn about using Blend Space. Blend Space is in a category sort of on its own where the teacher is delivering content, and then as that content is delivered, you have a response system built into it. Go Soapbox is one that higher ed has been using for a little while, and it's one of the ones we introduce people to. It's got some neat features that the others don't have, and that's with Brad. Nearpod is sort of similar to Blend Space in that things are delivered, but it's teacher directed. And then I'm going to be showing Kahoot in here, which is sort of a game-based clicker system that can have multimedia, and it's pretty fun and it's free. So what do you want to add?
Well, we were going to have, when you guys break up into the 4 groups, we were going to have one person in each group kind of be a timekeeper. That way we can try to rotate at the same time, and that person could let the presenter know, hey, we've got 2 minutes left or whatever, we need to wrap up. So after we break up into our groups, we'll have to have people assigned as timekeepers.
All right.
We also need to figure out the rotation.
We do. How about if Jennifer's the leader for one group, Steve is the leader for another group, Jason is the leader for another group, and Kevin is the leader for each other group. You are our official timekeepers. Jennifer's in 1, Steve is 2, Jason's 3, Kevin is number 4. Okay? So you got to pick your teams. No, I'm just teasing. I always got last choice on that. So you want to tell us who's going where? So Jen is in team 1. You're starting here, and then we're going to rotate around. No, we just want you to get 7 people to start with you, and they can be the 7 around you, 7 others. Okay? 7 or 8 in your group. All right. Steve, you're going to head off to, you're going to go to Go Soapbox in room 101. Okay, and this is the sketchy form. Anybody have a pen? Want to? Okay, why don't you just leave it here. If you need sketchies, we're just going to leave this up here. Sometimes sign in and sign out today. Get that done. When we're all done, we're going to come back in here and have just a 1 or 2 minute wrap up. So, team 1 is, you're going to do them in sort of order. 101, 103, 112, and then back to here. 111. Oh, no. Okay. So what order are they doing them in? Just that order? Okay, there you go. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So Kevin and Steve, can you figure out where you're going and which order? So you know where you're going next? Okay. So is team 4 staying with me? Okay, Jennifer, you got moved. You're going to. They're going to 1. Team 4. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, team 3, you want to write the team behind the number they're going to first?
Going here.
Yep. Okay. Team 2 up there. All right.
And I've got team 1.
All right, and you do need to bring a device with you, whether it's a smartphone or a laptop or an iPad or something that's on the internet, because you're going to be students in our classes. Are there questions? Do you know whose group you're in? You can self-assign yourself.
Do you think that's going to work?
Yeah, I mean, like Kevin could say, I'm taking this group right here.
I already did.
Okay, that's easy. Okay. Jason needs a couple more. Couple more for Jason. We are going to have you move right now. If you need sketches, sign in up on the way out.
I forgot to sign out yesterday.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Team 1 is across the hall.
Sue has it probably, yeah.